Once there was a woman married to a man named Law. He was holy, righteous, and perfectly just in his standards. Each morning he handed her a list, rules, expectations, and standards for how to act, speak, love, and live. Be holy. Be perfect. Be like me. Oh, how she tried. She rose early, checked every box, and prayed her efforts were enough. But no matter how hard she worked, she always fell short. At the end of each day, Law would return, point to where she'd fallen short, and remind her of what perfection still required. Law never helped. He only pointed out where she failed. He wasn't cruel. He just couldn't bend and he couldn't change. He simply demanded what was right. Still, she felt weary and unloved. And so, over time, she wilted. Condemned by her own striving, exhausted from always missing the mark, and living under the constant weight of imperfection and unrighteousness. Then one day, something shifted. She died, not physically, to the law's unrelenting hold, broken beneath the weight of her many sins she committed. And in the silence of her helplessness, her Redeemer, a bridegroom of a new covenant named Grace, walked in, not just to rescue, but to love her as his own. Grace, radiant, loving, and forgiving, didn't hand her a list, but his heart. He said, "What law required I have fulfilled. Come walk with me." She braced for scolding, but was embraced. She expected shame, but found rest. Grace didn't lower the standard, he met it. He didn't ignore her flaws, he covered them in love. He didn't stand by, he walked with her. Where law demanded, Grace forgave. Where law condemned, Grace gently convicted. Where law said do, Grace said it's done. Grace fulfilled what law could only reveal. And now she was free, not to run wild, but to walk in love. Not to be perfect, but to be perfectly loved. Under law, she failed and fell. Under grace, she grew and flourished. No longer chasing approval, she walked in love. Not bound by performance, but held by grace in him, she found joy, freedom, and transformation. The woman represents the church. The law symbolizes God the Father, and grace is God the Son, Jesus Christ. Though distinct in role, the Father and the Son are one. Romans 7:4, you died to the power of the law when you died with Christ, and now you are united with the one who was raised from the dead. As a result, we can produce a harvest of good deeds for God.